time for critical thinking. And what do you have today?
I would like to talk about the difference between a goal and a dream. You know, we always have dreams. That's great. We have dreams like, I want to be rich. Well, that's something I can't. You want to be rich?
I'd like to be rich.
Okay. Well, we need to turn those dreams into goals. And the way we do that is, at least in financial terms, is goals have to have two things. They have to have a time and an amount. So the idea of being rich, if you said you wanted to be rich, which you just did, I would say, well, okay, so tell me how much is rich, which would be like $1 million.
Well, let's say $1 million.
$1 million. Okay. And then you'd say when? So let's say 20 years. So 20 years, $1 million, that's what you consider rich. Now that's a goal. So you can plan for that. So the iPad, actually the iPhone 2, has the HP12C Lite on it, and you can do these calculations yourself, but I'll show you an example here. So you simply look at the time value of money keys, and so you enter, say, 20 in, which is time, and we're going to try to get what? 8% of our money? I think that's reasonable.
Okay.
Let's say on average 8% over 20 years. We're not going to start with anything today. Say we're just starting out now. We want to know how much we have to save per year, right? And we want $1 million at the end. And then we just compute payment. $21,852 a year. If you can save $21,852 a year and you get 8% on it over the next 20 years, you'll have $1 million. See, that you can plan for. So 21,000, you do a little change sign here. Don't worry about the negative on the change sign. It's not negative. And then 12 divided by $1,800 a month.
Which, for some people, could be doable.
Well, for some people it could be doable, but you could, at the end of this, you get $1 million. So, you know, if that's what you consider rich. But at least you can plan for it. That's a goal. You know, how much,
so
well, can I get there?
You just have to make $1,800 more per month.
Well, or you have to save it.
Or save it.
Or save it.
Cut a bunch of things out. Cut out your lattes and your extra things.
Yeah, so you have to, that's how to get $1 million in 20 years.
Now calculate in 10 years.
Oh, you don't want to see 10 years, I don't think. 10 in payment, $69,000. So if you save $69,000 a year, you make 8% on it, in 10 years you'll end up with $1 million. But
I like the 20-year plan better.
You can see why the time value of money is so important, because the longer you have to let your money compound, the better off you are. So now let's look at it at 30 years, because 30 years is probably a better time frame for $1 million. We find payments of $8,000 a year. Well, if $8,000 a year, 12 divided by monthly is $735. So if you can save $735 a month, which is, you know, not easy to do, but may be possible for a lot of people.
Don't get a new car every
that's a good
5 years.
That's one good way to do it. There's others. So anyway, if you run the numbers, you can find a goal, and then you can plan for it, and then you can try to accomplish it. And if you get higher rates of return, that would be good. If you get lower rates of return, it's going to take you a little longer. But that's the difference between a goal and a dream. A dream is, I just want to be rich. A goal is, I want to save $735 a month for the next 30 years and average an 8% return over that and end up with $1 million. Now that's a goal.
So start saving now.
Yeah.
And what's your takeaway?
So my takeaway is, dreaming is fun. Do it often. It makes you feel really good in the short term. But living in reality and taking action towards measurable goals is what can actually improve your situation over the long term.